ready for some Miami Heat basketball with Deron Butler on Kendall Sports Network.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Who is ready for some Miami Heat basketball? I am Deron Butler of Kendall Sports Network, inviting you and welcoming you to another preseason game for the Miami Heat as they prepare for the 2025-26 season as they play against the Orlando Magic in Puerto Rico. This should be a fun matchup between two in-state rivals who are also from the state of Florida. And I have three keys for this game. Starting with number one, they need to set the tone on defense. Orlando definitely has some offensive weapons, but Miami needs to set the tone on defense to get their offense going. I believe that the defense will play a factor in this game. Number two, we need to see some flashes of dominance from Bam Adebayo. I know last season wasn't an ideal season for Bam, especially when he came off of a gold medal winning tournament campaign with Team USA in the Olympics. But this season, I think he's going to rebound and reset himself as a dominator, not just on the court, but also as a team leader. And number three, believe in Nikola Jovic. I'm sorry, I almost call him Jokic, but believe in Nikola Jovic. I believe Nikola Jovic is going to be a guy to watch this coming season. I think he's going to be one of the guys that's going to push Miami over the top. The Eastern Conference landscape has changed, and I know for a fact that Miami can push to become a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. So with that said, I see Nikola Jovic getting warmed up. He's getting ready to put up at least 18 to 20 points in this preseason game. I see Vlad Golden. I see Jaime Jaquez Jr. The rest of the preseason games also include a Monday night game against Milwaukee. They have the Spurs on Wednesday. Next Sunday against the Orlando Magic. Next Monday against the Atlanta Hawks. And they end things Friday, October 17th against the Memphis Grizzlies. So it's going to be a very interesting preseason to see how things work out for the Miami Heat heading into this upcoming season. Now, where do I see the Heat as far as the Southeast Division goes? I see them as a 3rd seed in the Southeast Division. As I know Orlando's going to be the Southeast Division champions for some reason. Followed by the Atlanta Hawks, who got Trae Young, and they have Kristaps Porzingis. I think Miami is a strong 3rd contender, or strong 3rd place. But you never know with the Miami Heat. I definitely believe they can be 3rd place, but they can also shock me. As for the Eastern Conference, I already mentioned that the Heat is going to be a top 5 team. They are going to be a top 5 team in the East. Maybe a 6th seed. But don't sleep on the Heat is all I can tell you. And we're moments away from tip-off, so we have enough time to wait it out and see where this goes. Dale Heat in Puerto Rico. Let's go Heat in Puerto Rico. So far, we got 4 viewers with us right now. Well, 3 viewers right now. I want to give a quick shout out to Kendall Sports Network, the good folks at Kendall Sports Network, for providing me with this opportunity to present to you Heat Zone, and I will be with you guys for throughout the NBA season. Hopefully I don't stumble over my words. Hopefully I do a great job and providing play-by-play as well as up-to-the-minute dates and up to the minute dates and stats with the Miami Heat as we go on this season. Okay, seeing some old highlights of Heat basketball, some NBA basketball in general. Yes, this game is going to be. Yes, this game is broadcast on FanDuel Sports Network as well as NBA TV. Right now, I'm watching the NBA TV portion online. Oh, we got 8 viewers coming in. Hi, how you doing? Just waiting for the Heat game to start. I know it should be starting soon. They said 8 o'clock, but it feels like it's gonna be an 8:30 game. So bear with us. I don't know. And while we're still waiting for the tip off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Deron Butler. If you know me from Twitter, this is my Twitter handle, Deron Butler Show. I've done live tweets for Miami Heat games for as far back as I can remember. I've even written articles back in 2015, mainly covering the Miami Heat as well as the NBA playoffs and giving analysis and predictions in depth about which team's going to be in the NBA Finals, who I think is going to be the MVP, and so on and so forth. So yes, I've been very heavy in basketball. I've been heavily involved in basketball for quite some time, and this is my first time live streaming a game. So I mean, forgive me for my like a scruffy appearance, but uh, I do plan to be more engaging and interact with you guys, the fans, because you guys at the end of the day are what make not just South Florida sports, but you make sports in general. And I myself am also a fan. So no matter what happens, we're all in this together. And they're showing some highlights of Dwayne Wade when during his time with the Heat, a preseason game in Puerto Rico. So again, they're introducing the Orlando Magic first, and now they are going to introduce the Miami Heat. So this is a home game for Miami, even though we are in Puerto Rico. And another commercial. I just wish they get this over with so we can just get right into the game. So far, we got 7 viewers, all on Twitter X, and another viewer on YouTube. Hi, how you doing? Hello, comment. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Still waiting for the opening tip off start. I don't know what's taking so long. Hopefully we can get this one going because NBA TV is still showing moments from old NBA Finals games. But they're showing right now the iconic, or rather infamous, Allen Iverson crossover moment, the one where he stepped over Tyronn Lue. That's iconic and infamous at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The Heat showing us what the Heat offense looked like last season. They were 16-4 last season when scoring 120 points. 120 plus points, and they averaged 115 points per win last season. A good look at the Heat practicing right now. They look very promising. Davion Mitchell looking strong to the rim. I can't wait to see what their new rookie Kasparas Yakazunas looks like. I know I didn't watch much of Summer League, but I want to see what he does in the preseason. That's what's going to tell the whole story for me. Comment says he's looking forward to the Magic winning. Well, we'll see about that. All right, we got Desmond Bane for the Orlando Magic out there with Tristan da Silva and Paolo Banchero. I mean, those new Orlando Magic jerseys look nice. I'll give them that. Those Orlando Magic jerseys look nice. It's almost like an update on the old '90s jerseys, like the Shaquille O'Neal era jerseys. I love those. And now, of course, we got the Miami Heat. We have Nikola Jovic starting. Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Jaime Jaquez Jr. is also starting. And by the way, I have this little tradition going with me that whenever a Miami Heat player makes an astounding play or even a 3-point shot, I give them a nickname. So you're going to hear some nicknames. Okay, and there's Norman Powell right there. So I will give Miami Heat players some nicknames if they make an eye-opening play or a 3-point shot. And here we go on another Miami Heat preseason adventure, courtesy of Kendall Sports Network. All right, Paolo Banchero has the ball, gives it. It's a 3-pointer, bounces off the rim. Bam Adebayo has the ball. Bam is bringing it up the court, crosses him up, shoots it, misses. Paolo Banchero gets the rebound, and Desmond Bane drives to the lane. No go. Jaime Jaquez Jr. pushes it up. Andrew Wiggins gets the first layup, and Miami are on the board. All right. Orlando now has it. Tristan da Silva is looking for someone. Looking for someone to pass. Desmond Bane again. Back to da Silva. On the 3 for Orlando. Misses it off the rim. And Orlando gets a rebound. Desmond Bane again. Passes it off. Nope. Oh! That's a nasty hit. But it's called a traveling on Orlando. Andrew Wiggins gets bailed out. And it looks like an Orlando Magic player is down. That was a nasty shot. Wendell Carter Jr. took one on the chin. But thankfully he's fine. That looked like a nasty shot for sure. That was a nasty shot indeed. All right, Miami has the ball. Jaime Jaquez Jr. bringing it up the court. Passes it off to Bam. Bam hands it off to Norman Powell. Powell finds Wiggins. Wiggins finds Jovic. Jovic finds Jaquez. Jaquez. No go. Jaquez gets his own rebound. Back to Jovic. Jovic passes it up. Thankfully, Wiggins got the ball back. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Wiggins, 3. Andy Bogart Wiggins, 3 for Miami. See, there I go. If you make a 3-pointer, I'll give you a nickname. Here comes Paolo Banchero. Banchero, step back. Nope. Ball is loose. Orlando gets it back. A 3 on the way. And Orlando are finally on the board. All right, Norman Powell has the ball. Drives through. Passes it off to Jovic. Jovic a three. No. Bam gets the rebound. Oh my. Okay, and he gets fouled. 9:44 left on the clock. That will send Bam Adebayo to the line. Bam will get 2 shots for that one. Bam goes 1 for 2 from the line. Miami is up by 3. Paolo Banchero bringing up the ball for Orlando. Banchero looking for something. The spin, the layup, and he gets it. Plus the N1. Banchero will go to the line for Orlando. All right, Banchero. Banchero gets the extra point, and Miami are up by 1. Jaquez stumbles over himself. Norman Powell, 3. Oh, that one is off, and it will be Orlando's ball. All right, they pass the ball to Banchero. Banchero looking for. Okay, they pass it off to Tristan Da Silva. Da Silva hits it, knocks it down, and Orlando takes the lead. All right, Powell passes it off to Wiggins. Wiggins drives to the lane. Wiggins gets his shot blocked, and Banchero gets it. Banchero passes off back to Desmond Bane. Back to Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane looking for something, and it's a travel. Miami gets bailed out again. It's a travel, and it will be heat ball. All right, Jaime Hawkins gets the ball. He's pushing it up for Miami. Oh, Bam gets his rebound. Off to Jovic. Jovic a 3. No. All right, Paolo Banchero gets the ball. Pushes it up for Orlando. Banchero guarded by Bam. Oof, and another turnover for Orlando. Jaime Hawkins Jr. bringing it up. Passes it off to Jovic. Jovic finds Norman Powell. Norman Powell goes to the lane. Oof, no go. Powell to Bane. Wendell Carter Jr. Back to Banchero. Banchero 3. No go. Banchero gets. Nope. It will be Orlando ball. That was a crazy sequence right there. And we have 12 spectators. How you guys doing? Paolo Banchero goes to the line for 2. He hits the first, and that will bring Orlando up by 2. And Paolo Banchero makes that one, so Orlando is up by 3. Jaime Hawkins Jr. brings it up. Passes it to Norman Powell. Powell to Bam. Bam misses it. Orlando gets the rebound. Orlando will push it. Oof. And that's going to be another foul on Miami. Orlando's core four have Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, and Desmond Bane. I think this could be a top three team in the East for sure. Desmond Bane goes to the line, knocks that one down. Orlando up by 4. And he makes that one. So now it's a 5-point game. Wiggins now has the ball. Passes off to Bam. Bam passes it to Norman Powell. Norman Powell, a 3. Yes! Go, Norman Powell, Ranger. That's a 3 for Miami. Yeah, let's see that one again. That one was a good shot from Norman Powell. Tristan Silva almost had an open 3. Spins around. Oh, he gets that one to fall. So Orlando up by 4. Wiggins has the ball. Passes off to Nikola Jovic. Jovic passes off to Bam. Bam, loses the ball, but it's a foul. And a timeout for Miami. All right. Orlando are ahead, 14-10, with 6:47 remaining in the first. So far, so good. So far, it can be a little better for Orlando. I mean, not Orlando, but Miami. It can be a little better for Miami, but they're trying to get themselves together. That's for sure. I feel like this Heat team could do some big damage in the East. I feel like they can do some big damage in the East. Now we're watching some old NBA Finals highlights. We just saw Pascal Siakams, and now we're watching Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, from the 2021 NBA Finals. And now the 1980 NBA Finals highlights, where Magic Johnson played center in the pivotal Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers. That's Skyhook. Of course, he was very masterful in that series. And of course, Reggie Miller hitting that 3-point shot in the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals. Of course, we all know who won that Eastern Conference Finals and went on to the NBA Finals. All right, we're back to Miami Heat basketball. The Heat store is showing us some Dale Heat in Puerto Rico memorabilia, some good hats, a T-shirt. Get your Dale Heat collection at MiamiHeatStore.com. And Bam Adebayo now joins Udonis Haslem, Dwayne Wade, Alonzo Mourning, and Keith Askins as the only Heat players with 9+ seasons in Miami. That is staying power for for a player like Bam. I hope he remains a Heat for the remainder of his career. Bam Adebayo is Heat culture, or is part of it. Bam Adebayo goes to the line. He misses that one. All right, he gets ready for a second. And he makes it. Okay, I'm pretty sure he missed that one, but they saying it's 14-12 Miami. Banchero gets it shot off. No. Wendell Carter Jr. No, misses it. Bam gets a rebound. Now it's 14-11 Miami. Bam pushes it up the floor. Bam loses the ball. And I think it's going to be with Heat basketball. Yeah, Bam definitely lost that ball. But he will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Bam hits the first. Orlando is bringing in a new group. And Bam Adebayo makes a second. Miami are within 1. All right, Orlando. Magic are swinging around the ball. They're looking for a basket here. But it's stolen away by Wiggins. Wiggins passes off to Powell. Powell alley-oop to Nikola Jovic. That's a sweet alley-oop. The Heat are up by 1. Orlando misses another basket, but they get their rebound. That's a 3. And Orlando retakes the lead. Nice pass. Oof. And Bam Adebayo goes back to the line for Miami. Good defensive play by Wiggins to set up that alley-oop. Bam Adebayo makes the first. And he makes the second. So we're all tied up at 17. Orlando went for the layup, but misses it. Goga Bedate is having some trouble underneath the rim. And it looks like it will be Orlando ball. Or rather, he will go to the line. So let's see what the referees say. All right. Looks like Bam Adebayo's coming out of the game. And I think they're bringing in Vlad Golden. All right, so it's side out Orlando. And it's another foul on Miami. So it looks like it's going to be 2 free throws for Orlando. Misses the first one. But makes the first, and Orlando retakes the lead. Drew Smith pushes the ball up. He gets the ball back. And there's a 3 on the way. Misses it. Orlando now working the ball, and it's a steal. No. Drew Smith hustles for the ball. This looks like it's going to be a jump. No. It will be a jump ball. It will be a jump ball. Love to see that hustle from Drew Smith. And I'm glad to see him back on the floor for the Miami Heat. Okay, Orlando's working around the ball. Goga Badazzi gets it. And it gets it stripped. Stripped by Miami. There's Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware. No go. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Orlando up by 1. Stripped away, but it will be Orlando's ball. Goga Badazzi has it. Passes it off. Shot. Looks like, and it will be 2 free throws for Orlando. I think that's Jet Howard wearing number. No, that's Anthony Black. My bad. Anthony Black to the line. Misses that one. But he makes the first. He makes the second, and it will be Orlando up by 2. Miami pushing it up the head. Almost get it stolen. Drew Smith 3. Yes! Drew Hill Smith 3 for Miami. The Heat are up by 1. Orlando has it now. Driving into the lane. Goga Badazzi. He has it. He's double teamed. Loses the ball. Nope. Passes it out. Anthony Black. And it will be Miami's ball. The Heat will call a timeout. They lead 20-19 with less than 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Whew. I tell you. Yeah, we got 17 viewers. Hi, Al. Hey, how you guys doing? How you enjoying the game so far? Or rather, my commentary of the game so far. My first time commentating, first time live streaming this game. I've been a full-time live tweeter for Miami Heat games, but this is the first for me. Hopefully I can do good and get better as the season progresses. All the nice people in Puerto Rico are enjoying themselves. They're having a great time. Hopefully, you are having a great time as the Miami Heat get back to business. Drew Smith brings up the ball. Scatterball. Simone Fontecchio was the one that almost had that ball slip out of his hands. Simone Fontecchio goes to the line for Miami. Fontecchio hits the first. And he knocks down the second. Miami are up by 3. Orlando's bringing up the ball. Then Anthony Black misses an easy layup. And Miami pushes a break. They give it to an easy fast break, and they will go up by 5. Orlando now has the ball. 2:16 remaining in the first quarter. Anthony Black passes it out. Fade away. No good. Khalil Ware with the rebound. Passes it off to Fontecchio. No. And Khalil Ware will go to the free throw line. Khalil Ware goes to the line for Miami. Knocks down the first. And misses the second. Miami goes up by 6. Goga Badazzi has the ball, passes it out. And it will be another violation on Orlando. Miami are benefiting from this. As I said, their defense will set the tone. And right now, it's doing just that. Drew Smith has the ball, pushes it, finds Khalil Ware. Khalil with the sky hook and the basket. Miami are up by 8. Orlando gets the ball. Easy pass to the basket for a dunk, and they are down by 6. Miami knocks that one down, so they go up by 8. Kashad Johnson with the basket. Jonathan Isaac misses that one. Rebound to Khalil Ware. And that will be an offensive foul on Miami. That's a nasty looking charge right there. Goga Badazzi has the ball. Gives it to Anthony Black for a 3. No. Anthony Black gets it back. Orlando another 3. No. Drew Smith gets the ball. Pushes it up ahead to Kashad Johnson. Kashad gives it to Drew Smith. 8 seconds remaining. Loses the ball. Orlando gets it back with 1. Oh, no. At the end of the first quarter, Miami 29, Orlando 21. For those of you who are just joining in, hello, my name is Deron Butler. This is my first time live streaming a Miami Heat game with Kindle Sports Network. Glad to be a part of their team. And for those of you who know me or have seen my tweets, I've live tweeted Miami Heat games for as far back as I can remember. And I've written some articles, mainly for the Miami Heat and of course the NBA. So this is a new experience for me. This is a new chapter in my fandom. Hopefully I can help Kindle Sports Network grow into something greater and bigger, into a brand that is going to be well loved and well received from South Florida and beyond. I see we have 21 viewers here. Some of them are on X. I see one for Twitter, one from YouTube. Hello. All right. There were some good things I saw from the Miami Heat in the first quarter, like the defense. I mean, they did some good things on defense, such as the double teaming, stripping the ball away from Orlando, fighting for defensive rebounds. The offense looks a little bit, I don't know. I don't want to say bad, but there are some ways they can improve. The rebounding, I think they should get more offensive rebounding in there. to give themselves some second chance points. But I also like the fact that they got to the free throw line. So that is a plus for me. All right, we're getting ready for the second quarter. Hey, there's Heat legend Carlos Arroyo. Played for the Miami Heat back in 2009 to 2011. Was part of that Eastern Conference Championship team from 2011 with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. And we get ready for the second quarter. I apologize for my absence. Ladies and gentlemen. Jaime Hawkins is at the line for Miami. He gets one of two technical free throws to go, and the Miami Heat are up by 9. Followed by Carroll goes coast to coast, but he misses the layup. Miami gets it back. Norman Powell passes it out. Oh, okay. No foul called. Norman Powell a 3. No go. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Miami. And that will be Miami Heat ball. A wasted possession for Orlando. Koliovic brings the ball back up. Hawkins passes it out. And that is a three. Miami hits a three. Andrew Bogard. Wiggins, three for Miami. Miami up by 12. Nice putback by Orlando. That brings them within 10. Nikola brings it up. Wiggins passes it out to Hawkins, and that's a foul. Okay, Norman Powell gets his ball stolen. Orlando gets it back. And there's an easy layup for Orlando. They're within 8. Desmond Bain with the layup. Bam Adebayo misses the runner. Desmond Bain gets the rebound for Orlando. Desmond Bain passes it out to Da Silva. Da Silva for 3, and he knocks it down. Corner 3 for Tristan Da Silva, and Orlando are within 5. Orlando are finding their way back into this one. Nice pass from Jovic to Wiggins. Wiggins gets the basket. Tristan Da Silva gets the ball. He's trying to back down Wiggins. Passes it out to Jonathan Isaac, a 3. And he knocks it down. Wendell Carter Jr. gets the 3. Norman Powell gets an easy layup. And Miami are up by 6. Easy 3 for Orlando? No. Bam Adebayo gets the rebound. Passes it out to Jovic. Jovic drives to the lane. Yes, he gets it. Miami are up by 8. Paolo Banchero. Now he has the ball for Orlando. Passes it back out. Back to Banchero. Banchero. Tristan Da Silva, another 3. Misses it. Jaime Hawkins Jr. comes down with the rebound. He pushes up ahead and oof. He goes down and that is a foul. Jaime Hawkins Jr. gets his shot blocked, and it will be Heat ball with 7:49 remaining in the second quarter. Jovic gets the ball back for Miami. Jovic, step back three. Nikola, Jovic, 3 for Miami. And Miami go up by 11. That's a 3 for Orlando in response. Yes, that is a 3 for Orlando. The Magic are within 8. That was a 3 from Desmond Bane. So it will be Miami's ball side out. Jaime Jaquez a 3. Jaime the Aztec Warrior Jaquez Jr. 3 for Miami. And Desmond Bane answers back for Orlando. Heater up by 9. Jaquez passes it out to Nikola Jovic. And that will be a foul. Jovic goes to the line for 3 free throws. Nikola Jovic knocks that one down. Nikola Jovic makes a second. The Heater up by 10. And he knocks down the third. So that's 3 free throws for Miami. They are up by 11. Paolo Banchero has the ball. Orlando is passing the ball around. They're probably looking for a 3-point shot. Banchero takes it to the rim, and he knocks it down. Score is 48-38, Miami. Jovic passes it out. An open 3? No. Wiggins trails it down for the rebound, gives it back to Powell. Powell back to Wiggins. Wiggins, step back basket, no. Banchero gets the ball. Banchero looking to drive it in, passes it out to Desmond Bane. Orlando with the runner, no. Banchero gets the rebound. Desmond Bane, no, to Banchero. Banchero gets the basket. Wendell Carter Jr. gets the basket, plus he will go to the line. 40-1. And it will be a timeout for Orlando. Miami are ahead 48-40 in Puerto Rico. I want to give a special shout out to the 27 viewers who are here on Twitter X watching me do my first live stream. I appreciate it. I thank you. And as I said earlier before, as the season progresses for the Miami Heat, I will continue to get better and I will continue to be more engaging and hopefully build the fan base for not just myself, but for also Kendall Sports Network. Those guys are tremendous at what they do and commentating and being passionate about South Florida sports as much as I am. Wendell Carter Jr. goes to the line. He goes 1 of 2 from the line, and that will bring the Orlando Magic within 7. Wiggins backing him down, but looks like there's going to be a foul on Orlando. Wiggins will be going to the line. Andrew Wiggins at the line, misses that free throw. And he makes a second. Miami are up by 8. Jovic gets a rebound. Jovic gives it back to Bam. Bam misses it. Jovic gets the rebound. Wiggins back out the Hawkins. Hawkins a 3. Misses it. Desmond Bane has the rebound for Orlando. Desmond Bane goes coast to coast but misses it. Hawkins has the rebound. Pushes up ahead to Jovic. Jovic gets the rebound but it gets blocked. Anthony Black has it, but ball goes out of bounds and it will be Orlando ball. 4:57 remaining in the second quarter. Looks like it could have been a goaltend from Paul Banchero, but referee says it's a block. That's a 3 on the way. Misses it. Drew Smith has the ball, pushes it up ahead. Drew Smith goes for the layup, but it gets blocked. No go for Khalil Ware either. Orlando's pushing out the ball. Desmond Bain to Banchero. Back to Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain goes for the lit. Nope. Feeds it to Wendell Carter Jr. for the dunk. Orlando within 6. A nice layup from Drew Smith, and that will bring Miami up to 8. 4:09 left remaining, and a timeout is called for the Orlando Magic. Miami 51, Orlando 43. All right, NBA TV showing some highlights. NBA TV showing some highlights from the 2000 Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Blazers. Now they're showing 1999 Eastern Conference Finals between the Knicks and the Pacers. Larry Johnson knocking down the basket. Of course, he throws out that big L. Of course, the Knicks will go on to the NBA Finals, where they will lose in 5 to the San Antonio Spurs. Now they're showing clips of the 1994 NBA Finals featuring Kenny Smith. The Jet knocks it down. Nope. Oh, he misses it. Gives it to Akeem Olajuwon for the rebound. The Dream Shake and the dunk. Of course, the Houston Rockets will win the NBA championship in 94 and in 1995. The Miami Heat and Orlando Magic are in San Juan, the Coliseo de Puerto Rico, for this exhibition preseason game. Orlando has the ball, passes it out. Kelly Ware knocks it away. He gets the ball. Miami has possession. Somebody Fontecchio. 3. No, he misses it. All right, Orlando has the ball again. There's no foul call. Okay, now there's a foul call, but this one's going to be on Jonathan Isaac, I believe. Yes, it is going to be on Jonathan Isaac, and he will shoot 2 free throws for Orlando. All right, Jonathan Isaac at the line. He misses the first. Jonathan Isaac makes the second, and that will bring That will bring Orlando within 7. I mean, sorry, 8. Miami misses that layup, and Orlando will have possession. Passes it out to Goga Badate. Badate, knocks it away. And Orlando has the ball. Miami has the ball back again. It is a frenetic sequence, and it will be heat ball. Lots of bodies diving for the ball. Lots of bodies were diving for the ball, and we get our first look at some two-way players for the Miami Heat: Myron Gardner and Vladislav Golden. Of course, Golden was part of that 2003 FAU team that made the Final Four. I would love to see Golden as part of the Miami Heat. I think the Heat needs an extra big. And that is a reverse layup from Keshad Johnson. The Heat are up by 9. 2:56 left in the second quarter. What a block. What a block for Miami. And Keshad Johnson has the ball. Dives to the lane, and he gets fouled. But it would be Miami ball. I think he was fouled. All right, so Miami has the ball side out. Gives it to Fontecchio. Fontecchio to Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware 3. No. And it will be Orlando ball. With 2:36 remaining in the second quarter. All right, Orlando has the ball. They're bringing it up. Gives it to Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac gives it to back to Anthony Black. Anthony Black. Ball is knocked away, and it will be Heat ball. Simone Fontecchio. Fontecchio gives it to Keshad Johnson. Keshad Johnson back to Drew Smith. Drew Smith gets the layup, and it's good. The Heat are up by 11. Goga Badate gives the ball for Orlando. Basket is no good. Miami on the rebound. And it's knocked away, so it will be Heat ball. Myron Gardner at the line for Miami. Knocks down the first. That will bring Miami within 14. Up by 14. He misses the second, but he gets his rebound. But it's knocked away. Orlando has the ball. Orlando has possession of the ball with 1:55 remaining in the second quarter. Jonathan Isaac goes to the line. Jonathan Isaac makes the first. And he makes the second. So Orlando are within 10. Keshad Johnson's bringing up the ball for Miami. That's a 3 on the way, and it's good. Miami Miami are up by 13. Jonathan Isaac, 3. No. Rebound by Drew Smith. Pushes up by Simone Fontecchio. Keshad Johnson has the ball. Back to Drew Smith. Keshad Johnson has it. Back to Gardner. Kel'el Ware has the ball now. Ball's knocked away, but Gardner has it back. Goes for the alley-oop. And Kel'el Ware gets the basket. The Miami Heat are up 61-46. That is a 3 on the way. Nope. Rebound by Myron Gardner. It pushes up, but Orlando cuts it off. And that will be another foul on Miami. That will send Jonathan Isaac to the line. 31 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jonathan Isaac at the line. He makes the first. And he misses the second. A 3 on the way for Orlando, and they get it. Orlando are within 11. Simone Fontecchio has the ball for Miami. Drew Smith has the ball. 16 seconds left. Drew Smith drives it in. No go. Goga Badate has the ball. Pass it out to Anthony Black. 4 seconds left. Back to Badate. Badate, 3. No go. That is an air ball. Air ball. Air ball. And at halftime, it is the Miami Heat 61, Orlando Magic 50. All right, I'll be back for a moment. Since it's halftime, let me get refreshed, and I'll come back with my halftime analysis. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Now for my halftime analysis. Miami's defense continues to shine in this preseason game. The offense, a little touch and go, but I think they had some offensive rebounding to give them some second chance points. They will be fine. And I like the fact that Miami are passing the ball, getting everyone involved. Orlando was doing the same thing in the first half. But the thing is that Miami are trying to find their way into the lane, just like Orlando is doing, and the Heat are getting more trips to the free throw line than Orlando. I think for the second half, Miami needs to work on getting offensive rebounds, continue to put the pressure on defense, and push the tempo in transition ball. Those three things they need to do, and I think they will win the second half and the game itself. So right now we're at halftime. They're going. They're interviewing Carlos Royal about his time with the Miami Heat, being the coach for Puerto Rico. Yeah, for Puerto Rican basketball team. I like Carlos Royal. He's one of those guys that doesn't get enough credit as a basketball player, but on the international stage, he was brilliant. So that's my take for Carlos Arroyo. Guys play for the Utah Jazz, the Boston Celtics, I think the New York Knicks, and Orlando Magic. But he's definitely someone who doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. I mean, as a role player and someone who came off the bench for various teams, Miami included, I think Carlos Arroyo. I think Carlos Arroyo should be remembered as as a good, if not solid, backup point guard and someone who was kind of instrumental to the Miami Heat's success outside of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. So right now we're still on halftime. Still waiting to see So waiting to see what the Miami Heat will do in the second half. And if you're just joining me or tuning in, my name is Deron Butler. You can follow me on Twitter X at Deron Butler Show. I have done live tweets for Miami Heat games for the past few years. I've also written articles about the Miami, or rather, article recap games for the Miami Heat, as well as NBA games as well. All right, they're still talking about Miami Heat culture. Still waiting for the third quarter to begin. All right, the players are warming up. They're getting ready for the second half. Miami has shot 40% from the field. Okay, NBA TV is just showing old highlights of Anthony Edwards and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm just waiting for the third quarter to start, so. Okay, here we go. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Miami leads 61-50 heading into the third quarter. That was a beautiful shot of San Juan, Puerto Rico, by the way. All right, they're showing some highlights from the first half. Good strip by Andrew Wiggins from Powell to Jovic. Yeah, Miami's defense was all over the place, and they were doing some good things, leading to that great offensive sequences. Miami shot 40% from the field, 16 for 21 from the free throw line, got 14 assists, 7 turnovers, 5 fewer than Orlando, and the bench has been producing 24 points. So here we go in the third quarter. Miami has the ball. Kelly Ware passes it out. And Fontecchio loses the ball. But I think it will be Miami ball. Ball deflected. It will still remain with Miami. Simone Fontecchio has the ball. Passes it out to Jaquez. Jaquez drives it in. Oh, gets a shot blocked. And it will still remain Will it remain Heat ball? Yeah, I believe it will be. All right, Hawkins passes it out to Kalel. Kalel 3. Boom! Kalel Superboy Ware knocks down the 3. Miami are ahead by 14 in this one. Orlando looking to answer back with a 3. No, but they do get the ball back. Orlando drives it in. Orlando looking for a 3, and they get it. Richardson knocks down the 3, and he gets the steal. Orlando gets the ball back after that careless pass from Miami. Anthony Black now. Gives it to Da Silva. Da Silva. Oh, ball is knocked loose. But it will be Orlando ball. And that is the offensive foul on Orlando. It will be Miami ball. Miami gets the ball back after that careless pass. 3 on the way? No. Anthony Black has the ball. Pass it out to Gogo Badazzi. Tristan Da Silva a 3. No go. Anthony Black gets the ball. Gives it to Richardson. Richardson drives it around. Passes it out to Da Silva. Da Silva an open 3. He gets it to fall. And Orlando are now hitting their 3s. It is an 8-point game. Kalel Ware misses that shot under duress. And what a block! What a block! Hawkins passes it out. And that is a foul. That is a foul on Orlando. That will send number 55 to the free throw line for Miami. Can't really tell. Oh, that will send Thompson. No. Okay, that's side out for Miami. Fontecchio throws it up, and it's good. Simone Fontecchio gets the basket for Miami. There's a 3 on the way. Orlando are hitting their 3s. At their 3rd, their 2nd from Richardson. Hawkins passes it out to Thompson. Thompson a 3. Knocks it down. Miami are up by 10. Da Silva to Badazzi. No. Don't go on that alley-oop. But Goga Badazzi will go to the line. Looks like we have ourselves a timeout. Could be a challenge. Looks like it could be a challenge or a timeout. But the Miami leads 69-59 in the 3rd quarter. All right, Gogo Badas is at the line, and he makes that free throw. Not sure if he made both free throws. Okay, so it looks like he may have. So it's 61 to 69, Miami. 69-62 Miami. Jaime Jaquez Jr. goes to the line. He's side out. Thompson passes it out to Fontecchio. Fontecchio to Jaquez. Jaquez back to Keshad Johnson. And that will be a foul. Keshad Johnson is going to the free throw line for Miami. I see we have 31 viewers here. How you doing? Keshad Johnson at the line. He misses that one. He misses the first. Hopefully he doesn't miss the second. And he misses both free throws. Miami are ahead by 7. Orlando has the ball. Anthony Black pushes it up ahead to Gogo Baratse. Baratse gives it to Da Silva. Da Silva to Richardson. Back to Da Silva 3. Misses it. Khalil Ware with a rebound. And here comes Jaime Jaquez. Jaime Jaquez to Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware to Keshad Johnson. Keshad Johnson back to Fontecchio. Fontecchio back to Thompson. Thompson hits the basket. No go. Baratse with the rebound. Anthony Black pushes it up ahead. Anthony Black gives it back to Baratse. Baratse a 3. Ooh. That's a harsh 3. And Orlando are within 4. All right. Richardson back out to Thompson to. Khalil Ware powers his way through the Orlando defense to get that dunk. Miami are up by 6. Gogo Baratse hands it off to Richardson. Richardson drives through for the layup and he gets it. Miami's lead is back to 4. Jaime Jaquez Jr. with a spin and he gets a basket. Back up at 6. Gogo Baratse. Baratse gives it to that's another 3 for Anthony Black. Orlando's threes are starting to fall. Khalil Ware drives to the basket, misses it. Anthony Black looking to tie the game. For that 3, misses it. Gogo Baratse back to Anthony. Anthony Black looking for it. Da Silva gets the uncontested dunk, and that's a timeout for Miami. Orlando has cut the lead to 1. Miami leads 73-72 in the third quarter. That lead just evaporated, ladies and gentlemen. That lead just evaporated. Miami had an 11-point lead, now it's down to 1. Miami needs to retool its defense right now. Because Orlando's offense has come back to play. Man, I miss the NBA on TNT. I miss it already. Shaq, Ernie, Kenny, Chuck. I think they're going to be on ESPN right now. This upcoming season. Jace Richardson and Noah Penda. Both draft picks for the Orlando Magic. Definitely providing some pain for the Orlando. Definitely providing some pain against Miami right now. But those guys look like they got a bright future. Especially Jace Richardson, who is the son of former Miami Heat player Jason Richardson. All right, Jaime Jaquez brings up the ball. Goes for the layup, misses it. Rebound goes to Orlando. Jonathan Isaac a three, misses it. Rebound to Miami. Loses the ball, and it looks like it's a mad dash scramble. Miami gets it back. And only to lose it to Orlando. Miami needs to take care of the ball. They need to take care of the ball right now. A three on the way for Orlando. And Orlando's threes have brought them back into this one, and they retake the lead. Morales knocks it down. All right, Miami has the ball. And I think that's a foul. Yeesh. Precious Achiuwa returning back to the Miami Heat. Resigning with Miami not too long ago. Hopefully we get to see a much more improved Precious Achiuwa, who had played for the Toronto Raptors and the New York Knicks. All right, Simone Patecchio a three. Simone la nostra vita. The Fontecchio three for Miami. Simone la dolce vita. Fontecchio three for Miami. There we go. Blocked by Precious Achiuwa. And here comes Fontecchio pushing up the court. Fontecchio again for Miami. The Miami Heat are back up by 3. Richardson passes it out. All right, Orlando looking for the 3. All right, backing it down. Morales loses the ball. Richardson back to Morales. Morales a 3. No go. Another rebound. Fontecchio has the ball at the time. He slows down. Fontecchio out to Kashad Johnson. Kashad Johnson back out to Fontecchio. Fontecchio back out to what that is. Fontecchio on the three. Misses it. It looks like it's going to be a foul. Not sure what happened there. But Fontecchio looked strong heading down to the rim with a head full of steam. Right, Fontecchio passes it out to Kashad Johnson. Back to pressures Achua. Achua misses it. All right, Orlando has the ball. Noah Penda gets his ball stolen. Oh, but it goes out of bounds, and it will remain Orlando basketball. A three on the way, and Orlando ties it. Jace Richardson hits the three, and we're all tied up at 78. And it's stolen away. Orlando retakes the lead after that fast break. Right. Miami has the ball. Fontecchio has it. Right. Good recovery for Miami. A three on the way. Good! That is a good three-pointer for Miami. Young knocks it down. 81-80 Miami. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Miami. What a frenetic sequence for Miami to get the shot off, too, under duress. So we're going to have a timeout. It will be 81-80 Miami with 2:52 remaining in the third quarter. See, we got 32 people watching. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Even though this is my first time live streaming a Heat game, giving play-by-play commentary, I promise to each and every one of you that I will do my best to not only be informative, but also entertaining. I want to be Kendall Sports Network's greatest entertainer and greatest commentator here for the Miami Heat season. So right now we're just gonna have to wait to see whose ball is it for this possession of the game. And yeah, all right, we're back. It is Orlando's ball. They missed the basket. And rebound by Precious Achua. Achua passes it off. I think, is that a foul? Is it backcourt violation? I think it is. It could be a backcourt violation. Yeah, okay. So it will be Orlando's ball. Jace Richardson has the ball. All right. Nice cutoff by Precious Achua, but it goes out of bounds. It will be Orlando's ball. Jace Richardson again. Misses the shot. Rebound by Miami. Young passes it up. Woo! That was a sweet alley-oop. Keyshawn Johnson took off like Soul Train for that one. Heater up by 3. Tristan does still on 3. No. Orlando gets it. And an easy dunk for Jace Richardson. Orlando within 1. And a nice block, and it will be Miami ball. I mean, that was a nice alley-oop, a sweet alley-oop for Keyshawn Johnson. Love that for him. Love that for him. All right, Miami goes to the line. Byron Gardner gets the first. All right, Thompson is back in for Miami. And Gardner gets the second. So Miami are back up by 3. All right, Jace Richardson has the ball for Orlando. See. A nice runner for Orlando, and they bring it within 1. Oh, missed opportunity right there. Orlando gets the ball back. They drive to the lane. No go, but they get the rebound and they get the lead. I mentioned offensive rebounds and second chance points that Miami needed, but Orlando was taking advantage so far. Oof, and that's a foul. And Thompson will go to the free throw line for Miami. All right, Thompson goes to the line. Knocks down the first. And it's all tied up at 86. And makes the second, so Miami retakes the lead. And nice layup for Orlando, and they retake the lead. We're going back and forth as Jet Howard gets a layup. Miami answers back. I guess not. Jace Richardson brings it up the wall for Orlando. And an easy 3. No go. Precious Achua comes down with it. 18 seconds remaining in the third. Achua has the ball in his hands. Doesn't know what to do. Achua's driving down to the lane. And he gets a layup. Plus the foul. All right, Precious Achua at the line for Miami. Going for the on 1. He gets it. Oh, and an error pass from Orlando. It will be Miami ball again. Miami could go 2 for 1 here. All right. No, stolen away. Noah Penda. Nope. Noah Penda will go to the line. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Noah Penda, is it? That was a nice reach in. That was a nice reach in by Penda. All right. Going to the line for 2. Makes the first. And he makes the second. So we're all tied at 90 with 3 seconds remaining. 2, 1. Buzzer shot. Woo! That one was a buzzer beater, ladies and gentlemen. That was a wild buzzer beater from downtown San Juan. He might as well shot that one from Bayamon or Santruz. That was a good looking 3, and it will count. At the end of the third quarter, Miami 93, Orlando 90. Number 18 hit that one with all he got. That was a sweet looking 3 buzzer beater. That was a sweet buzzer beater 3. So right now for the fourth quarter, I think Miami should get some offensive rebounds to get them some second chance points and continue with the defense. I can't stress that enough for Miami. Offensive rebounds to get them some second chance points. Plus since Orlando's been knocking down the 3, you gotta close them out with man-to-man defense. All right, and in the fourth quarter, you can watch the Miami Heat on FanDuel Sports Network, Prime, Amazon Prime, ESPN, NBC Peacock, and of course the NBA League Pass. That is where you can watch the Miami Heat all season long. And we go down to the fourth quarter. Puerto Rico are behind the Miami Heat right now. Orlando has the ball. They're passing it around. They're looking for another 3. They're looking for another 3. They found it. It's a 3. It's a miss. They get the rebound. but they get the easy basket. The backdoor cut from former Heat player Jamal Cain. All right, Miami has the ball. Thompson has it. Swings it around. All right, give and go. I think that's a foul. I think Young might have a side out. It will be a side out for 2 points at the free throw line. All right. Miami has the ball side out. Gives it to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa backing him down. Achiuwa, no go, and it will be Orlando's ball. And a look at Dane Danger. 6'9", 271 pounds, big man. He went to Baylor, Illinois, Memphis. Signed an Exhibit 10 contract with the Heat. Who knows? We might see him on the roster as well. All right, Orlando has the ball. Another give and go. And Orlando will take the lead. Thanks to Noah Penda. All right, Miami has the ball. Thompson has it as a foul. Oof, that almost came close to being an N1. That was close to being an N1 right there. All right, Miami has the ball again. Passes it out. Achiuwa gets cornered, but it's a foul. So that will send a Precious Achiuwa to the line. All right, Precious Achiuwa at the line. Makes the first. And we're all tied up at 94. And he makes the second. So the Miami Heat go up by 1. All right, Jace Richardson has the ball for Orlando. Drives it in, stops. Orlando passing the ball around. Noah Penda misses the basket. Oh, but it gets his own putback, and that's going to give the lead back to Orlando. And that's the traveling on Miami. Dane Danger was walking with that ball a little too dangerously. And that's a 3 for Orlando. No go. Rebound by Miami. Dane Danger gets the ball. And the Danger Man gets the layup. Dane Dangerous. Dane Danger gets the layup to put Miami up ahead by 1. And there will be a timeout for Orlando. It looks like Jace Richardson is limping. That doesn't look good for Orlando. Another replay, and Dane Danger in the basket. The Danger Man, Dane Dangerous, putting Miami up by 1. Oh boy. Right now they're showing us some clips from the Eastern Conference second round battle between Indiana and Cleveland, followed by some highlights of the 2024 NBA Finals between Boston and Dallas. As I'm watching, as I'm also watching the Heat game, I'm also watching the Miami Hurricanes beat down on the Florida State Seminoles. So it looks like it's going to be a good night for Miami if the Heat can hold on and win the game. And of course, the Miami Hurricanes, I know they're going to pull through and they're going to continue climbing up the college football rankings. And so far, so good for Miami. Preseason, they're showing off his time when he was with the Raptors, the Knicks. All right. Preseason has 5 points, 3 boards, 1 block. Orlando has the ball. They're swinging it around. They're looking for no, almost a steal. Noah Pena gives it off to Morales. Morales goes to the lane, and he will be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Morales misses the first one. But makes the second, so it's tied up at 97. All right, Miami hit. Oh, and a nice reverse layup for Miami. Keels, number 18. And Orlando enters back to tie the game at 99. Easy come, easy go in this league. Well, and it will be Heat ball. Another layup for Miami, and they go up by 2. Orlando has the ball. They're swinging it around. No go with the basket. Oh, and thrown away over Dane Danger's head. So that will be Orlando's ball with 7:54 remaining in the fourth. All right. Oh, that's another miss for Miami. Orlando has the ball. They're pushing up ahead. Morales. Nope. And he will return to the free throw line to shoot 2. Morales misses the free throw. And of course, the rest of the Miami Heat's preseason, Monday they will face Milwaukee. Wednesday they will face Spurs. Next Sunday against Orlando again. Next Monday at Atlanta, and they finish their preseason against the Memphis Grizzlies. Morales goes 1 of 2 for Orlando. Miami leads by 1. Thompson, no. Danger gets the ball, and Dane Danger will go back to the free throw line for Miami. Right. 7:21 left to play in the fourth quarter. Dane Danger misses the first. But he gets the second, and Miami goes up by 2. Orlando has the ball. And they give an alley-oop to Orlando Magic Robinson, another former Miami Heat player. And here comes, okay, tied at 102. Miami has the ball. Dane Danger going, nope. And Dane Danger will go back to the free throw line. Dane Danger knocks down the first. And misses the second. Oof. That would have been, that is crucial. That is so crucial. Noah Penda has the ball. Passes it out. Noah Penda. And Miami has the ball. A nice feed to Vlad Golden. Vlad Golden gets the basket, and Miami is up by 3. Right. Morales has the ball, being guarded by Vlad Golden. Morales with the fadeaway, and that brings Orlando within 1. All right, Golden passes it out. And another basket for Miami. Keels knocks it down. Miami up by 3. Another basket for Orlando. Miami are within one. Miami are up by one. Excuse me. And okay. Orlando has the ball after another careless turnover by Miami. And Orlando retakes the lead again. Could be an and one opportunity for Orlando. Okay. Orlando gets the and one opportunity and they go up by 2. All right, timeout Miami. They're down by 2. 109 to 107 Orlando. 109 to 107 Orlando. To all the 33 viewers, thank you. I appreciate you guys staying with me through my very first live stream. And I hope to continue more. I hope to continue doing more and continuing to get better and being more entertaining. I also want to thank Kindle Sports Network for this opportunity. Without them, there wouldn't be no Miami Heat Zone. There wouldn't be no Heat Zone. So I thank them for that. All right, we're getting an interview with Black Golden from his time at FAU. I definitely see him being a two-way player for Miami. I see him being a part of this Miami Heat team. It wouldn't hurt to have an extra big on the Heat squad. You got Bam, you got Kalel, you have Precious Achua. Why not have Golden out there? I mean, of course, and you have Dane Danger. All right. Orlando up by 2. They have the ball. Like one of the Wagner boys having trouble with the ball. Oh my goodness. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Orlando. As I think that's Keel's going to the line for Miami. All right, and he makes both free throws. We're all tied up at 109. 4:36 left in the fourth quarter. And I think is that a kickball on Miami or? All right. Orlando has the ball. And they retake the lead with that basket from Beekman. Yes, and that will be Heat ball. All right. They give it to Black Golden. Golden gives it back to Young. Young looking for kills. Kills a three. Knocks it down, and that will give Miami the lead. Kills does it again. Miami are up by one with 3:58 left in the fourth quarter. Beekman again. Yes. Well, Beekman hits it down for Orlando. Magic are up by one with 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. And that is an offensive screen on Miami. And it will be Orlando's ball again. Offensive screens, that has got to hurt for Miami. Oof. All right, Beekman being guarded. Oh, and Miami gets the ball back. Miami looking for another three. No go. Orlando has the ball. Pass it off. And that's going to be a foul on Miami. Another foul on Miami? Oh, my goodness. 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. Beekman goes to the line for Orlando. Makes the first. And knocks down the second. So Orlando are up by three. With 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson the three? No. And the layup is good for Orlando. Castleton gets the layup for Orlando. They up by 5. Okay, gets the rebound and the putback. Miami needs more like that. Miami should need more offensive rebounds in this game. But But it's down to the wire right now. Orlando gets to the Castleton. Castleton gets the layup. Oof. Orlando goes back up to 5. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutos. And at the 3, no go. Oh my goodness. Another 3 on the way. And a putback for Orlando. And this one has Orlando up by 7. Thanks to Morales. Another 3. And it looks like the putback was good for Myron Gardner. All right, so Myron Gardner will go for the M1. Looking to bring Miami back into this game. Miami can't allow themselves to get beat off the break on the rebounding game. All right. So I'm guessing Myron Gardner is only going for 2 free throws. Orlando is bringing back in Noah Penda into the game. And he misses the second one. Another 3 on the way for Orlando. No. And that will be out of bounds for the Magic. Heat ball. 1:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Basket. No. Orlando has a rebound. They drive to the lane. And you can just chalk this one up as done. Orlando gets the layup from Jamal Cain. He went coast to coast for that one. Why no one on the Heat team bothered to pick him up is beyond me. Plus, he's going for the M1. He misses it, but Orlando gets the rebound with 1:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. All right, Miami gets the ball back out of that jump off. Going for the dunk. Oh! Misses and everything. Orlando looking to slow things down. 50 seconds left on the clock. They give it to Noah Penda. Passes it out. Another 3. All right, 40 seconds remaining. Miami has no choice to hit the 3, and they get it. 123 to 118. Myron Gardner with that 3 for Miami. They need another stop. They need another stop and a 3. Orlando looking to work the clock out. There is another 3 for Orlando. And 11 seconds remaining on the clock for this game. Whoo! Orlando getting the emphatic dunk. The emphatic block. Castleton goes to the line for Orlando. Makes the first. And this is now a 6-point game, and this one is put on ice, ladies and gentlemen. This one is put on ice. Misses the free throw. Misses the second free throw. Oh. So it'll be Miami ball. Another three on the way. No go. A foul. Yeah, and this one is over. This one is O-V-E-R. Over. O-V-E-R. And the San Juan people are heading for the doors. The people in San Juan are heading for the streets. This game is over. Orlando knocks down the first one. And they get the second. This one is over. Final score, 126-118, Orlando. Goodness. Yeah. 126-118. It looks like one of our commenters' predicted the Magic was going to win, and they did. For a while, Miami had the lead. They were up 61-50 by halftime, and then that lead dwindled. I mean, Miami did make some comebacks, but Orlando came back even stronger. Now, one of the things that I believe hurt Miami in the end was a lack of offensive rebounds. No matter how many times the Heat missed, they would not go for offensive rebounds. Unlike Orlando, who had a few second chance points to get back in the game. And not only that, I don't think anybody in the Miami Heat closed out on their 3-point shooters. I don't think the Heat's defense closed out on one 3-pointer shooter, which definitely hurt them in the long run because Orlando bounced back through their offense and picking their spots, finding the open players, and knocking down the corner threes. I mean, sure. I mean, we saw some highlights here and there, but I think Miami needs to work on getting offensive rebounds, playing man-to-man defense, and setting up good picks to get to open players. I mean, even though it's a preseason game, it's still a tough loss. It's still a tough loss. It's kind of jarring how everything went, but all's not a loss because we will see the Orlando Magic again in the preseason as well as opening night for this season. So for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins had 11 points. Nikola Jovic had 10 points. Khalil Ware had 10 points, 9 rebounds. Myron Gardner had 10 points. Trevor Keels out of Duke, he had 12 points. And Simone Fontecchio had 9 points. And for the Orlando Magic, Tristan Da Silva had 12 points. Wendell Carter Jr. had 10 points. Jace Richardson had 13 points. Jed Howard had 10 points. And former Miami Heat player Jamal Cain had 10 points. And Reese Beekman, an undrafted player from Virginia, had 11 points. So again, Miami needs to work on their offensive rebounding to get second chance points and get the offense in motion rather than just settling for a jumper that's going to bounce out and become a free rebound for the opposition. And another thing they need to work on more is man-to-man defense. I think if the Miami Heat get that done with man-to-man defense and they get some offensive rebounding, I think they will be just fine for the next game. So again, 126-118 Orlando. Not the outcome we were hoping for, but hopefully we will get to see more of the younger players down the road. Hopefully we get to see more improvement. It's there, but it needs to come out more. And I would like to thank every one of you, 34 viewers, not bad for my first live stream here for Heat Zone. I want to thank everybody here. Oh, 35. Thank you. 35 viewers here. So I want to thank you guys again for viewing the live stream and being there, even though I was a little bit choppy, even though I was a little bit choppy here and there. Like I said, I promise to get better. I promise to be more entertaining and engage you guys more and hear what you guys have to say, because it's not only the Heat Zone, it's for everybody. This is like an open space. It's like a safe space for you guys to talk about basketball and for me to give you play-by-plays as well as analysis in depth and everything there is to know about Miami Heat basketball and the NBA itself. So with that said, I want to say thank you, and I will be back Monday when the Miami Heat take on the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Deron Butler, reminding you to always run through the paint. Thank you. God bless.